I'm going to break the fourth wall of therapy. We too are struggling. We're going to advocate for you to set boundaries, but we often don't set them for ourselves. We too have a diagnosis in the Big Blue Book. We too forgot about the homework assignment that our therapist gave us. We want to fight your parents for what they did to you. Whatever diagnosis or problem that your therapist specializes in is often what they've really struggled with in their life. When you tell us that you're struggling with doom scrolling, we're struggling with that too. So if you figure that out, let us know.
So I dated a therapist and I made a story time about it, and I didn't realize people were gonna actually like pay attention to the video. My issue with that is, she's a creator on this app and she got a way bigger following than me, and now I'm scared, bro. What if we just woke the beast? What if she popped back up, bro? I'm scared. Bro, her account is way bigger than mine. Like, the amount of followers I got is like the amount of likes she get, bro. She gonna have my shit fucked up. I met a girl, she's a therapist. We were talking for a little bit. We talked all of 2 weeks. Not a situationship, none of that. We talked all of 2 weeks on a romantic level. I would say 4 days into us just texting. She called me at 6 in the morning. It woke me up and I hung up because clearly that was an accident. So I just, declined it. Then she called me at 7. She called me at 7 in the morning. I woke up because you can call me twice. Must need something. Okay, so I'm woke. This is the conversation. I'm very groggy because I just woke up. So I'm like, hello? And she said, were you asleep? She asked it like a confused question. Yeah. Like, why would you be asleep? Mind you, it's 7 in the morning. So I'm like, yeah. And she said, she said, I need you to realize I woke up early to talk to you. Do you understand? And I'm like, okay.
Yeah, that do you understand what it got you hung up on? It's 7 a.m. I ain't even had the chance to eat breakfast yet. You're not finna be calling me trying to put your foot down about no situation. It's just something about women who are used to positions of authority. I think you get comfortable in it. Like therapists sometimes, because they're used to having to be a little bit more assertive when they're telling people their issues and they don't want to hear what their problem is. They got to assert themselves and really put their foot down and tell you what your issue is. Teachers have a big problem with this. Really, any women in positions of authority, sometimes you just see they transfer that authority into their regular lives and they start speaking to you condescendingly like you're a child, and that's going to get you hung up on a 10 out of 10. You're not calling me at 7 a.m. before I even eat breakfast trying to put your foot down.
No, I'm serious. So I just woke up. Nothing's funny at this moment. So I'm like, okay, what's up? So we talk all of 4 minutes. And whatever I finished off with, whatever I said at this point was funny enough for me to laugh. If I laughed for 4 seconds, that means she laughed for 2. So I'm sizzling down my laugh, and then it goes quiet for a solid 5 seconds. And she said, I don't think I'm interested in pursuing a relationship with you anymore because I don't feel like you are as serious about your career as I thought you were. I swear to you, I said, yo, it's 7:06 in the morning. What are you talking about? She was like, if you're an artist, it's like you're not working on any new music. You're not doing this. You're not doing this. You're not doing this. And I'm like, bro, mind you, this is February. It's like, yo, I just put out an album. I don't know when BPD came out, but BPD had came out the week before. So I was like, I just released an album and a single, and I got another single, which was Flowers for Algernon, on the way. What are you talking about?
Yeah, and I'm going to just be honest, too. I've never actually seen an artist be woke at 7 a.m. From the biggest to the smallest, any people who pursue endeavors of art, it seems to be a late night thing where oftentimes a lot of the art and creative expression happens later on at night. Usually between the hours of 1 and 3 a.m. So actually super late. These people are usually night owls. But I think if a dude I think it's good for a dude to have a passion. If your art is your passion and you found a way to work a job and have some level of stability, I think it's good for men to have something that they're passionate about, something that gives them fulfillment outside of drinking and drugs. Anything that you could do that makes you happy outside of having the drink to do it, I think could be a good thing for you. And if he likes to do music, that's a good thing, especially if he has some stability by working a job somewhere. I don't see anything wrong with pursuing your passions if you have a level of stability in your life. But ain't no artist that I know or ever heard of waking up at 7 a.m. to paint paintings, write a rhyme, write a poetry. And I ain't never seen it before.
Mind you, I just got out of a relationship. What are you talking about? So she was like, it's exactly what she said. I swear to you. It's exactly what she said. Oh God. Now I'm like, yo, what's going on? You good? She was like, that's on me. I overstepped and this, that, and this. I'm confused because mind you, it's 7:10 in the morning. So I'm like, you good? And she was like, well, I am a therapist. You should talk to me about what you're going through and I can help you. I can be there for you. I said, if we're going to be dating, I don't want to, blur those lines because I don't want you to know too much about me.
Yeah.
This is the thing in my relationships, bro. It's a certain level of me that you're just not going to know, buddy. So I'm like, nah. And she was like, what happened for you to not want to try therapy? I do therapy. I'm cool. Chat got my back. But I'm like, nigga, I just met you. And we're supposed to be dating. We're trying to, see where this go. Why would I tell you stuff like this? Bro, what are you talking about? So she's like, you know what, fine, yada, yada. We wrap it up. We get off the phone. I go to sleep. She calls me again at 3 p.m. Same day. 3 p.m. What do you think she called me about? What do you think she wanted? She called me, and this is where she started, okay? This is where we started. Then she backed up, placed the phone down. She is booty butt naked. She is booty butt naked. You know what she said to me? I need you to accept my body.
Oh my God.
I'm driving. And I'm like, okay. And she said, do you accept my body? I'm like, yeah. And then she proceeds to take me on a body tour. And she's like, these are my tattoos. These are my scars. I need you to accept my body. Okay. Okay.
And she's sitting over here talking to a therapist. If the brother ever wanted to go to therapy anytime in his life, he certainly is not going to want to go to it after talking to a person like this. They are literally giving these degrees away with the purchase of a box of Captain Crunch. She got her degree as a gift, a part of a Happy Meal, and now they're giving these degrees as participation medals for people who are willing to just pay the price for them. They're giving them to anybody. Would you go to a mechanic that can't fix his own car? Would you go to an accountant that just filed for bankruptcy? Absolutely not. These people in psychiatry and these therapists and stuff like that, these people be insane, bro. These people be insane, and they paid some money for a degree because they don't even understand their own mind, so they're trying to understand other people's mind. I done seen women go to school to get degrees in psychology just to get manipulated by a hood nigga. I done seen it before. These women will go to school for 4 years and forego all of the men in the professional fields that are around them. They're not hanging out at the STEM field. They go in and they go back home and get played by a hood guy, get manipulated by a hood nigga. I thought you knew something about the brain, the mind, and how it works. This is silly.
She hangs up. Immediately, as soon as I say okay, she hangs up. She calls me every bit about 4 minutes later. I swear to God. What do you think she said? She called me back in 4 minutes and she goes, ah! She goes, we're serious. Ah! Maybe I'm mentally ill, but I'm not ready to address that right now. Hangs up. I ain't gonna lie, I'm low-key intrigued, but like, what the fuck, nigga? I just met you. This is 4 days in. This woman is a therapist. You know what that means? Somebody goes to her. That's crazier than her.
Yeah.
Looking for help. What the fuck? Okay. So we talk like, that was on me. I should have got out sooner. But at this point, I'm entertained, bro. She's strictly entertainment purposes.
Yeah, you gotta be careful with that.
I gotta see where you going with this.
No, you gotta be careful with the entertainment factor of it, because they can lure you in. especially people who are good at manipulating and people who are good at painting themselves to be the victim. Guys are sometimes trying to be the savior. You get that savior complex. Sometimes you got too much empathy. You already know these types of guys, and then you get involved with crazy, and then you act surprised you making TikToks about dealing with crazy women because you knew she was crazy, but you try to ignore the red flags. You can't entertain crazy. These women who hate men, these women who are psychologically unstable, women who are losers, which is a hard thing to point out. But ask yourself, if a man was behaving this way, would he be considered a loser? If that's how she's behaving, then she's a loser, and you don't need to be involved with her. You got to protect your own peace. But to be honest, he got his nails painted. He's an artist. I'm not, he's an artist, so artists do things. But you got your nails painted, you're gonna attract a certain type of woman. Ain't no God-fearing Christian woman, not the ones that I know at least, are gonna be dating dudes that got their nails painted. Usually your aesthetic sometimes attract a certain type of person, and you're gonna be dealing with a lot of crazies that you're gonna have to filter to if you got your nails painted as a guy. He ain't even go black. He went like bright blue. You get what I'm saying? Like, that's a specific type of gentleman.
For a little while longer, and one day, I'm not texting back as fast as I need to be. I get distracted. So she's like, "Hey, I'm not satisfied with your text rate. What's up?" And then she like starts going off on me about some stuff, and I was like, "Yo, I feel like you're projecting some shit on me. Are you okay? What you got going on? Cause you really throwing some shit at me right now." And she lit me up, bro. The little bit of information that I gave her on my life, she started attacking me with it. Imagine if I was letting her be my therapist, my nigga. No, she was like lighting me up. And then she was like, "Don't you ever fucking try to be a therapist to me. That's my job. I'm the fucking therapist here." She's like going off, letting me have it. So I hung up. You don't talk to me like that on the phone I paid for on my Lord's Thursday.
And that's part of the trick. They want you to talk about the things that you go to so they can find the underlying pendings of the trauma, which usually goes back to something that you had to deal with when you were a kid. That still goes on in your brain a little bit, and they'll use that childhood experience that they know affected you in your life, and they'll try to attack that to undermine you and to hit you where it hurts. That's what you'll see sometimes. It's like a manipulation technique. Just come to me and I'm willing to listen to you. Tell me about your trauma. Oh, where does that come from? Oh, your father left you? And then you get in an argument and you hear your father never loved you. Oh, hey, relax.
No, thank you. I hung up. So then she started blowing up my phone with text messages. Honestly, I was with it for a second. I ain't gonna lie to you. But we're not doing the toxic stuff no more. We're growing, bro. My dating for me was like wild as fuck for a little minute. Whew.
I want to add that my experience from this taught me I mainly date women that are smarter than me. So like women like this who are therapists and have psychology degrees, bro, I will have to have a lawyer or a real adult present because I probably was getting manipulated that whole time and
Yeah, that's the end of the video, but just because they got a degree in psychology don't mean they smarter than you. I know plenty of dummies that used, at the time it was called Quizlet. There were other methods or ways of cheating, and because the degrees are valued more than the actual education because the degree is a status symbol now. So yeah, there are a lot of people that go and get degrees that are actually not smart, and just because a person has a degree, especially in a pseudoscience like psychology, I think it's a pseudoscience. Me personally, they have a hard time replicating their data. Is all I'm saying. But ultimately, it doesn't matter if you have a degree. It doesn't necessarily mean the person is smarter than you. And he was smart for getting out of this situation as fast as possible because this is where it starts. Where it ends is her saying something that makes you upset so much so that you hit her over the head, and then she manipulates you into go and she talking to the cops, and now you end up in jail. And there's a lot of dudes that start entertaining these types of women. She took off the sweatshirt. These are my body. These are my scars. You sitting there being empathetic. You meet hard. And you think that this is her liking you because she's being outwardly sexual. She got mental issues, brother. That's not how regular women behave. It's not how virtuous women behave. She got mental issues. So he was right for go ahead and getting up out of this situation. Let me know in the comments below if this video was a W or L, and give me the HBO special as a help brother out special. Hit the like and the subscribe button for more content. Till next time.